What was your first thought when someone said, oh, there's two words to say to know in Espanol? Doesn't even matter. We're focusing on just one, el verbo conocer. So let's get into it. In this video, we're going to be doing a deep dive into the verb conocer, and we're only focusing on mastering conocer. I'm going to help you learn and understand el verbo conocer. I'm also going to show you how to use all the forms of the verb conocer in conversaciones, and then why the acronym PALS will make it so much easier for you and leave zero doubt on when to use el verbo conocer in una conversación. If you're joining me for the first time, soy Profe Don Omar, and I've been teaching Spanish for over 23 years. And if you want to find out the easiest and most effective ways to learn Spanish, you've come to the right place. So make sure you subscribe so you can catch all the easy to follow tips, strategies, and lessons so that you can speak Spanish now. Let's get back to everything about el verbo conocer and the acronym PALS. Vamos. Ahora, if you don't learn anything else in this lesson today, I want you to put I want you to put one statement to memory here. We cannot directly compare the Spanish version and the English version to one another when it comes to the phrase to know. Why? Unlike the word to know in English, conocer has specific rules that we must follow in order to understand when to use it. And we're going to cover all of them. So what I want to talk about here is the idea of kiss it. Why am I talking about that? What we've got to understand is, if you ever heard of the concept kiss it, keep it simple, stupid, right? We're just going to kind of adjust that to what we're doing, which is Spanish, right? So we're going to call it keep it simple Spanish. In other words, I'm not going to do what my teachers did when they taught me the verb conocer. It was like, you need to know about the irregular yo form of conocer, why the change happens, why it doesn't need to be this. That's neither here nor there, nor is it important. The important thing, la cosa importante, is that we get you comfortable with understanding when to use the verb conocer, how to use the verb conocer in all of its forms, and then a way for you to implement it as quickly as possible. Thus the reason we have el acrónimo PALS. Número dos. However, you do need to remember the most basic grammar rule in language, whether it's Inglés or Español or Alemán or Francés. What is the number one rule when it comes to basic grammar? Y número tres, I do want you to focus your attention on getting used to using conocer immediately. What do I mean by that? What we cover here, I want you to be able to put it into action somewhere around your community, text conversation with a friend that may live overseas or somebody that speaks Spanish. I want you to implement it as quickly as possible. The more you implement the things that we cover here and the repetitions of incorporating them or implementing them will then make it stick a lot easier. All right, vamos. So what's the secret to knowing whether you should use conocer or not? It comes down to the age-old question, what is a noun? If you know the answer to that question, then this will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Can't answer that quickly? No te preocupes, I got you covered. Okay, so a simple definition for what is a noun? It's a person, place, or thing. Basic, that's all we need to know. All right, adios. No, I kid. But I want you to store that somewhere and watch how it comes full circle towards the end, just by knowing that one simple grammar rule. Okay, so first thing is, ¿qué significa el verbo conocer? Vamos a repasar esa información aquí. Se usa conocer para indicar una familiaridad o una experiencia con personas, lugares o cosas. In English, a person uses conocer to indicate a familiarity or experience with people, places, or things. So remember when we talked about noun, right? What's the definition of a noun? Essentially, we use conocer when we're talking about a relationship or a familiarity. That's a tough word for me. Familiarity with a noun, person, place, or thing. Por ejemplo, la primera cosa, usamos conocer to know, as in like be familiar with the person, or it can mean meeting a person for the first time. And we're not going to get into that part. We're going to talk more specifically about knowing a person or being familiar with a person. Entonces, mira aquí. Una familiaridad con una persona. Por ejemplo, yo conozco a Marta. In English, I know Marta, or I'm familiar with Marta. Otro ejemplo, tú conoces a mi hermano. Do you know my brother? Are you familiar with, my brother? Aquí tenemos un ejemplo de una familiaridad con una persona o con personas. Ok, y ahora tenemos el segundo uso del verbo conocer. Mira, usamos conocer to be familiar with a place, right? Still talking about nouns, right? First we talked about person or people or persons. Y aquí tenemos familiaridad con lugares. Por ejemplo, ¿conoces tú Madrid? ¿O conoces Madrid? Y una respuesta para esa pregunta, no, pero sí conozco Barcelona, or how they say it in España. No, pero sí conozco Barcelona. So, do you know Madrid? In other words, are you familiar with Madrid? No, but I do know Barcelona. Muy bien. So, ahora tenemos familiaridad con una persona o con personas. La segunda cosa, familiaridad con lugares. Oye, before we get back to the lesson, I want to give you something free just for hanging out with me in this video. It's my comprehensive cheat sheet guide to jumpstart your Spanish language journey. It's 7 easy to follow steps that will get you on the right path to learning Spanish. Simply click the link in the description below to get your copy of this free PDF today. Ahora vamos a volver a la lección. Now let's get back to the lesson. So now we have the first 2 reasons on when you should use el verbo conocer. Familiaridad con cosas. Por ejemplo, nosotros conocemos las canciones de Bad Bunny. We know Bad Bunny songs, or we're familiar with Bad Bunny songs. Tus padres conocen las películas de Sofía Vergara. Your parents are familiar with Sofía Vergara's movie. So now we need a way to remember this, a quick way that's going to help us identify when we use the verb conocer. Entonces aquí tenemos el acrónimo PALS. Y también vamos a empezar con P. And the P is going to stand for people or person or person. That's when we need to use the verb conocer. Por ejemplo, yo conozco a María. Otro ejemplo, usted conoce a mucha gente acá. You know a lot of people here, or you're familiar with a lot of people here. Y la A in PALS. Areas and places. Familiaridad con lugares. Familiarity with places. Por ejemplo, conoces bien DF, es muy vibrante. Or you know Mexico City very well. It's very vibrant. Y el segundo ejemplo, ¿conocen ustedes la casa de Frida Kahlo? Are you all familiar with Frida Kahlo's house, or do you know Frida Kahlo's house? Y también la letra L for literature and arts. Yo conozco las obras de Gabriel García Márquez son extraordinarios. I'm familiar with the works of Gabriel García Márquez. They are extraordinary. Otro ejemplo. Y Carlos conoce el arte de Diego Rivera. And Carlos knows Diego Rivera's art, or he's familiar with Diego Rivera's art. Y la S significa subjects. Por ejemplo, Patty y yo conocemos el idioma español porque trabajamos con una española en Marbella. Patty and I are familiar with the Spanish language because we worked with a Spaniard in Marbella. Otro ejemplo, ellas conocen bien la historia de América Latina. They know the history of Latin America very well, or they are familiar with the history of Latin America. Y ahora vamos a practicar con el verbo conocer en varias situaciones. Por ejemplo, yo conozco tacos de seso. Tacos de seso. Es una cosa interesante. Si no conoces los tacos de seso, pruébalos. All right, so if you don't know or you're not familiar with tacos de seso, let me know in the comments below. Are you familiar with tacos de seso? Tú conoces la Ciudad de México. You're familiar with Mexico City. Today's Profane Power Tip is a little early in the lesson because I want you to use it to power up and power through the next few examples that we see here usando el verbo conocer. So the power tip is this. Usamos la palabra a antes de una persona o personas. Mira estos ejemplos. Él conoce al famoso actor Antonio Banderas. Does he know the famous actor Antonio Banderas? Is he familiar with famous actor Antonio Banderas? Mira aquí, tenemos al. Okay, so now we just talked about in the Profane Power Tip that we put a in front of a person or persons, right? Pero aquí tenemos al. ¿Qué significa al? Tenemos que recordar. We've got to remember that al is just simply a contraction, right? It's a plus the word el. So if we say el famoso actor, the famous actor. But when we put it together with a, we can't say a in el. Nunca. We can never put a, el in a sentence. We have to bring them together and create la palabra al. Otro ejemplo, ella. Y aquí tenemos un ejemplo con conoce. Conoce al famoso autor Miguel de Cervantes. And then we got bonus points if you can tell me in the comments below What book is this? You see the picture right here. Aquí tenemos una foto de la película, pero es un libro muy famoso. So let me know in the comments if you know what book this is from. Usted conoce la química. You are familiar with chemistry, or you know chemistry. Nosotros o nosotras, depende. Y aquí tenemos un ejemplo con la forma de nosotros. Nosotros no conocemos una playa secreta en Barcelona, o sea, Barcelona, como la gente en España, ¿verdad? Barcelona. Ellas, depende. Por ejemplo, ellas conocen la Casa Blanca. They are familiar with the White House, or they know of the White House. Y si necesitamos usar vosotros o vosotras, vosotros conocéis a la Catrina. Y'all are familiar with la Catrina, or you all know la Catrina. Y tenemos un ejemplo con ustedes. Ustedes no conocen a los jugadores de voleibol. You all aren't familiar with the volleyball players, or you all don't know the volleyball players. But before we land this plane, leave me a comment and tell me if using pals can help you determine when to use the verb conocer. Now, don't forget to share this video with someone you think will need this information about el verbo conocer. That would mean the world to me as well as to them, because trying to go at it alone, trying to figure out when to use saber or conocer can be a daunting task. This is not a battle that should be fought alone. So make sure you share this with someone you know or think will need this information. Now, if you think you got conocer down and you're ready to take on el verbo saber, or you just need to brush up on it, I want you to check out this video right here, and I'll see you over there.